Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to Winning Wednesday. So, one of the typical questions which we asked in an interview is, tell me, Shantanu, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Not an easy question to answer. And typical responses would be that in 5 years, I want to see myself as a GM. Um, in 5 years, I want to see myself in so and so position. Or a very poor response also could be sometimes in 5 years, I want to see myself in your position, right? And this person, the interviewer, he's 40 years old, he's worked for about 18 years to hit that position, and I'm a 22-year-old MBA fresh, not even graduated, and I'm saying that I want to be in your position in 5 years. Doesn't make sense. Now, what are the two ways of approaching this problem slightly differently? Okay. Now, one is that when you join a company, please understand the hierarchy of that company very well. Each company will have different designations for different levels of work, right? So, for example, in an Indian company, a director is usually above a vice president. But if you look at an international MNC IT company, a director would normally become a senior director. After that, he would become an associate vice president. After that, he would become a vice president. So if you do some research on the hierarchy, you will probably be able to give a fairly educated answer that I think there are three levels in your organization. And I want to hit level 3, which means that I want to be a senior manager at the end of 5 years. I will try and put in my best performance. The other way of turning this question slightly around its head is that instead of giving what I call an output driven answer, give an input driven answer as to where you want to be in 5 years. So let me give you an example. So I join a bank and I say, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I say that I'm not going that far ahead in terms of where I see myself 5 years, but in 5 years, I definitely want to learn the following. In 5 years, I want to address at least 2 leading markets in India, maybe in West and maybe somewhere else. In 5 years, I want to get exposure to selling asset products as well as liability products. So obviously the next question will be, what do you understand by asset products? What do you understand by liability products? So typically the difference is here you're giving an answer and you're saying that my answer is dependent on my learning curve. And my learning curve may include geographies, may include product types, may include even an exposure to a slightly different function. So that kind of wraps it up, right? So that kind of wraps it up where you're not focusing on where you will be in terms of designation salary in the next 5 years, but you're talking about where would you be in terms of your learning curve in the next 5 years. So stay with this theme. End of the show today. See you again next Wednesday. Goodbye. Take care. Bye-bye.